it does. Hello YouTubers, you're here with Chevron, and we're going to be doing a review on a new set that just dropped recently in the OCG called the Legendary Gold Box, the Rival Cards. So on the front, it is a Synchro Dragon. It is level 12, so I wonder if it's going to be easy to get out, because usually big guys like this, they don't make it easy, and usually it's not worth running because of how hard it usually is to get the card out. So let's go down to the first card. We have Deep of Blue Eyes. So we're looking at Blue Eyes support right now. Level 8 Light Dragon follows all the other dragons of the deck, usually level 8s and all light dragons. 2500 attack and 2500 defense. You can only use this card's name 1, 2 and 3 effects once per turn each, so it's got 3 effects. Alright, you can only activate this card's names, so it's a hard once per turn for each of them, while there is a Blue Eyes White Dragon on your field or in graveyard. Alright, that's interesting. So if this card is special summon, you can add one ritual spell or polymerization from your deck to hand. So we're looking at a support that can very directly support help the Chaos Max deck builds. So yeah, that's very interesting. During your end phase, you can add one level 8 or higher dragon monster from your deck to hand, level 8 or higher. So that is a lot of dragons you can end up searching with this card that could possibly help the Ritual Blue Eyes deck. So yeah, I hope to see some of these decks fly around, because I actually want to see what this card can do to help the Blue Eyes. So I've always been keen on Blue Eyes support. It's always been a fun deck to use myself back when it used to be very playable. Sad that it hasn't had support, a very great support yet, but I think this card might end up helping it push it just a little bit so it can see more play. You can banish this card from your graveyard. All level 8 or high dragons you control gain 1000 attack. So level 8 or higher. So this can actually help the Chaos Max OTK a bit easier as well. So seems to be a card that was very directed at the Chaos Max deck build. But yeah, we'll definitely see how that affects the Blue Eyes decks that people like to play. So your next card, we have Crystal Beast support. So Rainbow Dragon, the Zenith Crystal Beast. So it's got 3000 attack and 0 defense. You can only use this card's names 1 and 3 effects once per turn each. Alright, so when an attack involving a Crystal Beast monster is declared, you can special summon this card from your hand. So fairly easy to get out. It's pretty much any battle with any card in a Crystal Beast monster will get this card out fairly easily. So let's see what else it can do. If this face-up card is destroyed in the main monster zone, place it face-up in your spell trap zone. So same as all the other Crystal Beasts, instead of sending it to the graveyard. You can banish this card that's treated as a continuous spell and special summon one level 4 or lower Crystal Beast monster from your deck, but its effects are negated. And if you do, add one ultimate crystal monster from your deck to hand. So that's a pretty decent searcher for Crystal Beast decks. Definitely don't see it being pushed in competitive play, but can very much make this deck more playable and more fun to use for those Crystal Beast lovers that are out there. So your next card, let's see what it is. Here we go, the face of the set. The Scar Red Supernova Dragon. So what a name that guy has. Level 12 Dark Synchro effect monster, 4000 attack, so pretty beefy attack on it, and 3000 defense. 3 tuners and 1 non-tuner synchro monster to summon him must first be synchro summoned, so you cannot cheat this card out, and seems like it could be very hard to special summon. That requirement's actually fairly big. 3 tuners and 1 non-tuner synchro monster. So I would like to see how people find ways to get this card out easy. Doesn't look like it will be simple, but let's see what effects it has to make up for the requirement it has. So it gains 100 attack for each turn in your graveyard. So not only it has a 4000 base, this guy is going to get really crazy. Plus you need 3 tuners to get him out to begin with. So he's entering the field with at least 5500 attack, not including any other tuners that you may have used for your turn. Cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, so decent protection. A lot of ways to get around it, but still good protection. Once per turn, when your opponent's monster effect is activated, or during an opponent's monster's attack declaration, quick effect, banish this card and all cards your opponent controls. That is actually insane, the effect on that though. And fourth effect, if this card was banished by its effect, during your next end phase, special summon this banished card. So once it's on the field, it's actually really hard to deal with for opponents, so could make up for how hard it is to actually get out. Maybe there are some good synchro players out there that can find a simple way of getting this card onto the field, but once it's out, there's no like guaranteed ways to get rid of this. There's like very little guaranteed ways to get rid of this card, so he can actually be a very devastating win con if you can resolve this card onto the field. Alright, let's get to the next card. Galaxy Eyes Afterflow Dragon. So we're seeing some Galaxy Eyes support. 3000 attack, 2500 defense. It's a level 8 dragon, light dragon. You can only use this card's name effect, 1 and 2 effects once per turn each. If you control a Galaxy Eyes monster, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. If this XYZ material is detached from an XYZ monster to activate its effect, you can take one Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon from your hand or deck and either special summon it or attach it to an XYZ monster you control as material. In addition, if this effect was activated during the battle phase, you can double the attack of all number XYZ monsters you control. Oh, that is a big OTK you can push for Galaxy Eyes decks, even for Blue Eyes decks that usually run a Galaxy Eyes engine as well. That can run a Galaxy Eyes engine. So this is actually fairly good Blue Eyes support we're seeing coming from this set. How effective it's going to be, not 100% sure. I haven't played Blue Eyes since like I guess Cosmo ABC were in the meta, so it's been a long time since I've been on the Blue Eyes deck in general, but I would like to see what state these cards can put Blue Eyes to. I think the big thing about Blue Eyes right now, they don't have a good link monster to go into, because like for your archetypes right now that are meta, they all have your like archetype link monsters that make them very good. Like Orcus has Galatea, they have Lingrisu, and then Longrisu, and then you have Salamangreats, the whole link lineup, which like yeah, they have access to these great link monsters that have great effects. So I think Blue Eyes is going to be a tough spot until they get something like that for themselves. So let's get to the next one. DDD support. Here we go. Level 8 Dark Fiend Pendulum effect monster, 2800 attack, 2000 defense. It's a scale 4, and the pendulum effect, you can only use the pendulum effect of this card's name once per turn. Target any number of dark contact cards you control, destroy them, and if you do, special summon this card from your pendulum zone. Then you can increase or decrease its level, the level of this card by the number of cards destroyed. So he's level 8, you can possibly get him to like level 4, or not really level 4, that requires actually a lot of contacts on the field. You can get him to level 10, make 10 plays, get him to level 6. I didn't really see too much you can do with this card off this effect. Maybe in the hands of an experienced DDD monster, maybe you can do something. So monster effect, you can only use the 2 effect of this card's name once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters except DDD monsters, so it locks you. So that's even bigger. So it also locks you into DDD monsters. So you actually have to use this guy for DDD material before you can make like your generic extra deck plays. So, or unless you try to do something with this guy to end on. Not too sure how you're going to work this card out. So the second monster effect, a DDD monster that was Fusion, Synchro, XYZ or Link Summon using this card on the field as a material gains the following effect. Once per turn, you can target one card on the field, return one dark contact among the cards in your field and graveyard to the deck, and if you do, destroy the targeted card and gain 1,000 life points. So that could be actually fairly decent. DDDs like to pay life a lot. So it's a way to kind of balance your life out so you can keep using more effects. And also being able to shuffle back a dark contact to destroy a card on the field can be worthwhile. I don't know if it'll make too much of an effect in a DDD deck, but it's good to have support for your old decks out there. So next card, Borrel and Dragon. So this Link 5 Dark Dragon effect monster, 3,500 attack, points up, left, right, bottom left and bottom right. So very good link pointers. gives your opponent one, it's not the worst. A lot of monsters point forward at the moment, so just 3+ effect monsters. Doesn't have to be different names, so that's actually fairly big. You can only use the third effect of this card's name once per turn. So first effect, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, also cannot be targeted for monster effects. So that is very insane protection against a lot of cards in general. There are a lot of monsters that can there are a few monsters that can bypass this, but there's very few cards in general that can actually get around this card's effect. Not being able to be destroyed by a battle or card effect is really good. Not being able to be targeted is also really good, but you have Dingusu that can get around this card fairly easily. So let's see what else that has. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. So this guy can OTK like crazy as well. That's actually pretty good between the first and second. So insane protection and insane board clear. So he's legitimately the Borrel end dragon. That it states it in his name. He's gonna end your life. So final effect, quick effect. You can target one effect monster on the field and one rocket monster in your graveyard. Negate the effect of the target on the field, and if you do, special summon the target from your grave. So he's like oh wait, there's more. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. So that's actually insane. Yeah, not being able to respond to this card's effect and just negate whatever monster effect on the field that you want at the time. That's actually very good. And you're getting a free monster, a free rocket effect summon off it as well. So another, like, as you can say, a link material on the field to extend further, or on your opponent's turn, if they somehow clear him, that's another rocket you get on the field to special summon another rocket at the end of your turn. So very directed rocket support here. Very big pointer for its last effect. You need to have a rocket to be able to use it. So you wouldn't be seeing much of this monster. I don't think you'll see much of this link monster in generically in like splashing in other decks other than rocket decks. So, but very good support for your dragon links. I reckon this card can make very insane OTK plays. Very much what dragon links need right now. Just a very strong card they can end on that has negation play. So, like, apart from the usual negation boards they make, this is a big guy they can put in front of you. So yeah, very good support. And let's see what else. Oh wait, that's the end of it. So very small spoilers to begin with. Highlight of this set is definitely the Borrel and Dragon. I think your Dragon Links are definitely going to have fun playing with this card. So yeah, I can't wait to see what else is in this set. And don't forget, we have Ignition Assault for the TCG player coming around the corner. It releases next month. It's going to be insane. I can't wait to use the Sky Striker link too. It'll be good having that extra OTK and link climb capability in Sky Strikers that has they can link, like, usually when they say, like, they take a monster and you're sitting on a Sky Striker link 1 on the field, there's not much you can do with it when you pass your turn. Like, not many monsters you can go into, so it's giving them a way to actually end on a Sky Striker monster, which is actually fairly good. So yeah, very good looking set. It's good to see old support, and greatly looking forward to it. That is me done for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do, please subscribe. It would help me a lot, and you'll definitely be seeing me next time. See you guys. Does